Morning, this is Laurent from Switzerland, and I'm going to show you a quick demo of Andre, our new data analysis automation product. Andre works best with survey data, and if you have CSV files, XLS, SAV, or even Google Sheets with survey data, you can try Andre. I've got this Hotjar satisfaction survey data. It's a synthetic data set, but it's going to do the job here for our demo. Here we start the analysis process with the context and objectives page. So I can state what is the objective that I have. Maybe I could just copy the research brief here, and that would highlight the key objectives, the key outputs I'm looking to get out from this study. And I can also provide more context. If this is something for investors or for executives, I can state it here, and Andre is going to adapt the analysis to this context. We have a preview of the data, but we don't really have to worry about this because anyways, Andre keeps working on the data as we see this to pre-process it for the next step. Okay, we can also leave this empty if we don't want to specify any specific kind of objectives. I'm going to leave it empty now. In the next stage, and that's the real exciting part, in my opinion, we're going to conduct the analysis based on the narratives in the data rather than the numbers. In fact, at this stage, we're going to see no number. We're only going to see options of data stories we would like to tell to someone. For example, here, the impact of usability on NPS for Andre. NPS, of course, it's something I'm very interested in. It's the likelihood of people to recommend Andre, and for any new product, this is an important metric. I could also choose to write my own data story. If I'm not happy with what is suggested here by Andre, I could also write something and that would get analyzed instead. Okay, so let's look at this NPS question here. Right now, Andre is analyzing the data set and extracting the key variables, the key information in the data set that would fit in this particular data story. And it's going to suggest some charts and some slides that are going to contain key observations about the data that are based on significance testing. So significance testing is not reported here in the slides, but it's done in the backend. And anything that Andre says usually is SIG tested in the backend. Now we are getting the slide suggestions. Basically, we can edit all of this. We could also add some slides if we wanted to, either fully automated, so by describing in a few words what we want, or manually if we know what we're doing. Like what if people encounter the bug, probably this has an impact on NPS. Okay, so we could look at this. I'm not going to go down that path and nor review the slides in detail. Of course, if I was conducting this analysis seriously, I would do that. But now I only want to show the functionalities. Here, we could also do a drill down if we want to, based on this particular slide and data visualization. Is there anything else that we would want to know? We see that the scale is not in order fully, and that's something that we've identified. We are working on fixing this aspect, and there are various things that could still be buggy. So if you end up testing Andre, bear with us. We would love to hear your feedback. Don't be too disappointed. It's kind of to be expected. All right, so now in the analysis process, now I have all of these slides. In the next step, Andre is going to create a synthesis about that particular story and to keep it in the presentation. It's taking a bit of time. Essentially, it's taking the information in these slides and writing a short summary. As a next step in the analysis process, I could either add a data story or go to the synthesis phase. For the sake of speed, I will go to synthesis here. I could add a couple of data stories to my slide deck if I wanted to. Here, Andre is going to create a synthesis of the presentation. And because we have just one data story and that data story was already summarized, the overall deck summary is going to be extremely similar. In addition, it's going to create an introduction slide with the context and objectives. It's going to create a slide that highlights the data source, and it's going to create an overall slide deck conclusion. If we're happy with it, we can go to Viewer, and basically it removes the edit right so that you can then share this presentation with anyone, and they wouldn't be able to edit it. They would just have view rights. You can, if you have the all access plan here, you can download the presentation to PowerPoint. If you'd like to get some coupons to test for free, let us know and we can give you some. And of course, we would love to hear your feedback.